All right, the young guy gets a little bit older. Hi, everybody. Welcome into Spring Media Day with Dohnovan West.
Hi, how you
for the
doing?
time, man. I'm fantastic. Are you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay, this is a good day.
Yeah.
We're enjoying ourselves. The one rule is we cannot talk about football. You were a fantastic football player. You had a great freshman
Appreciate
season.
it.
It was fun to watch. But I want to learn about Dohnovan.
Yes,
so
sir.
you've had a bit of an off season. I know you guys have been working out and everything. But what are you doing away from football? What were you doing this off season?
Well, football is always important, so the grind's there. But in my free time, I say playing like Madden or Call of Duty. Those type of games are pretty fun. And then the classroom, of course, like grades are always important.
Of course, yes,
So,
yes. We'll make that. Grades are very important. We'll make that clear, right?
Yeah, so just school, playing, enjoying myself. Treatment's a big thing too because you gotta stay healthy. But
Of course.
Yep.
So you've been enjoying classes. What's the best class you're taking right now? Is it basic general education stuff? Are you not enjoying them?
Classes are okay.
They're all right.
I wouldn't say they're the greatest, but my favorite class right now, I only have one in person, so I guess by default it would be Math 117.
Oh, Math 117, man, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
College algebra.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm wondering, you're probably taking a couple online classes, maybe psychology or something like that.
Science and English.
So is there something you've learned in one of those classes? Maybe one lesson where you've kind of thought, you know what, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take that with me. Anything like that you've picked up?
Well, in my English class, it's actually a bunch of like essays based off arguments. So it's argumentative essays, and we had to keep like the same topic throughout the semester. So I learned a lot about like just taking different like viewpoints on the controversial topic.
What was your argument?
It's pretty funny. It was actually whether or not U.S. citizens should be able to own guns.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And you've been writing essays about that all week? Or all year?
Throughout the semester, yeah.
Really?
Just different point of views, basically.
And so you've learned how to kind of structure different arguments and everything in that. Interesting. What have you learned out of yourself through writing that? I know that's kind of a touchy subject to write about, just about yourself as an individual, as a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really a complete right answer to it. Like, there's two sides to everything. So, you just learn a lot more, and then you also got to tie in sources to that. So, just finding out more information about what's happened in the past, I would say, is a lot.
Very cool. I want to go back to video games. We're going to get away from your classes. That's boring. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. Madden, Call of Duty, which one are you better at?
I would say both. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with Madden just because I know more about football and stuff.
I'm guessing there's got to be a teammate that you can just beat in Madden every single time, huh?
Yeah, that has to be LD.
Okay. Yeah. Ladarius Henderson?
Yeah, if you get him on here, ask him about it.
Okay, we're totally going to ask him about it if he can come in here.
I bet.
What's the biggest score that you've beaten him by? Is there anything? Or did you beat him on a last-second touchdown, anything like that?
Nah, I usually 21 skunk him, so he quits by halftime.
Is he a poor sport sometimes about it?
Nah, he takes it in good strides. He be laughing and stuff.
That's fun, man.
Just makes him better.
Hey, you do have spring football coming up, which is exciting. Got 14 practices, spring break in between. But in the time away from football, I'm guessing your life has changed a pretty good amount. Being a high school guy to coming to being a freshman, you were a freshman national player of the week, stuff like that. Your name got to be very known. In the time since the end of football season to today, what have you learned about yourself and the way your life has changed a little bit?
I'm definitely in a blessed situation with great coaches and stuff around me. Like, the foundation here is perfect, so they're just trying to put me in my best situation to move on to the next level. And I've learned that if I keep my mind to something, I could do anything.
Really? Where do you get that from?
Honestly, my dad's been telling me that my whole life. Like, the only thing that's gonna stop you is you. If you get in the way of yourself, that's the only thing preventing you from your goals.
So thinking of that in terms of you can get yourself in the way, and it's really easy. I know you work a lot of hours in terms of football, class, trying to be social too. How do you stay on that track, you personally? And I know you're still figuring that out at the same time.
Just like at the end of the day, I have my family in the back of my mind, and I just want to make them proud. So that's a big thing for me.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, go get it. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate
Thanks so much for the time. Nice
Yeah.
one. Dohnovan West, man, making his family proud.